Hi, this is Christopher Clark, Town Administrator for the Town of Harwich. I just wanted to spend a little bit of time today talking about the construction project that's going on, the sewer construction project that's going on in East Harwich. We have received some information, and I just want to make sure that we are articulating information in terms of the construction and the construction effort. So Robert Auer is the company that obtained the contract. They are building primarily the primary trunk line, if you would, and the primary trunk line for the system, as folks may recall, we're taking the East Harwich material, sewer material, bringing it and collecting it into a trunk line or main line, and then bringing it to the town of Chatham border, in which the town of Chatham will then pick it up from there and then transfer it over to their wastewater treatment plant facility. So we are underway, and any project you usually have some construction issues will emerge. I don't think these are necessarily construction issues, but these are just things I want to make sure people are kind of aware of what's transpiring. So the main section of effort right now is on Route 137 by the cemetery. So if you would, between Cemetery Road and between up by the Stop and Shop Plaza is where the heaviest effort is. That line that's being installed is about 20, I think the deepest it goes is 26 feet down. I went down the other day to look at it myself. There is a need, because we live on a sandbar, Cape Cod, that is all sand. So in order to dig a hole 26 feet deep down and then to be able to put a pipe in, you need to have a fair amount of shoring. So Robert Auer has obtained a device, a shoring device, in which they pile drive down, if you would, these devices, put walls on either side, and then have it deep enough so that way they can then put the pipe in. What that means, and this we knew, that they're only doing a certain amount. They're doing less than 100 feet a day. So they are somewhat limited because of the depth. So they have to establish safety area, get down to that, install the pipe, and then kind of leapfrog and do the same thing. So we know that that work is going to be slow. You can conceivably see that from the time of this taping, probably up until about probably the end of November, that section of 137 will be being constructed. Right now, they have also moved one of the other legs of this is on Route 139 from Spence's Trace up to the 400 East Plaza, one of the entranceways or the closest entranceway to that. We're hoping to have construction just on 137 and try not to have the two roads closed simultaneously. Unfortunately, we are finding that due to gas line work and water line, that there's a lot of material underground in 39. And in order to start, when you design a gravity system, you need to have gravity where you go from the lowest point and then build out from there. So the Spence's Trace pump station acts as the low point to take all the material. So we are looking to see if we can have some closure. Emergency vehicles and buses are able to make it through, stop the work to allow those vehicles to pass. In general, what the police department and Robert Auer have tried to do is to create a detour that is not too onerous for people to get to the businesses. We do want to try to maintain and have those businesses open. That's been the commitment, and we are, I think, accomplishing that. In order to get there, it's definitely a little bit more challenging than I would like. The hope is the work on 39 can be completed in fairly short order. So where I referenced before that it would probably be around Thanksgiving for the Route 137 work, up to Stop and Shop. 137 will be the primary pipe. So 137 from where the subway plaza is all the way out to almost just shy of Route 6 will be the main effort after this. But that cut won't be as deep. So the hope is that where they do less than 100 feet a day for the really deep cuts. When the cut's only 10 to 12 feet, they should be able to do more than that 100 feet. So I know we've been at it for a little bit. Our has been at it a little bit. I just want to focus on two things, if you would. One is on the detour route. So as you come up on Orleans, Harwich Road, Route 139, when you get to the roundabout, if you could take Old Queen Anne Road and then go to the intersection up by the corner store, take Church Street, and then out to Bay Road and work your way around the back into that plaza area so you can access Stop and Shop and the other businesses in that area. So we definitely want to have the businesses in that area stay open and be able to accommodate them to the best of our ability. We hope that that work on 39 will be a matter of a few weeks and not the months that I referenced on the 137 work. In terms of progress, I was actually very pleased. We had a construction meeting not too long ago, and not only for the main line completion, but the services, so the laterals that go off to the individual homes, they have already been able to complete Josanna Path, let me see here, Herndon Road, Compass Drive has been completed, and I'm looking for the name of the other one. I'm not seeing, I'm sorry, Cemetery Road, Herndon Road, Compass Drive, and Josanna's Path. Those are the small side roads that they had only a shorter or not as deep of a cut. So that work they are in and done. In terms of the preliminary work, just to remind folks that they will have the main line goes in, and then they will have the laterals as a second crew. So they have the laterals already cut in and they have the main line in. I would just encourage folks that are watching this, we are trying to make an effort to get information out to the residents, that we have a form that you just need to fill out that tells us where approximately you want the lateral to be located. So as the crews come by, they literally, as the pipe goes down the street, they put a Y in to angle that so you can then connect into the system. And we want to try to make sure that we're getting that lined up for you. We have had about a 70% initial response rate. I know the CDM folks are out there and trying to individually talk to homeowners. I would strongly encourage, try to talk to them. They are, and we have made available to CDM all of the septic plans, so they know approximately now where your piping is in your yard. So if they don't get a hold of you, if you're one of that 30%, they are definitely trying to match up with your existing system. So I just got the high sign that I went well beyond my 5 minutes. So I just wanted to provide a little bit of an overview. I think I will do this on occasion just to kind of let people know. But it is a project. Anytime you do something, it takes a lot longer, it seems, to do it. I would remind folks, I've worked in towns when the sewer system has been over 100 years old. So I know the inconvenience is there. We will do our best to try to minimize those inconveniences. Sometimes closing a road so we can get the road done faster so we don't have an inconvenience for 3 weeks if we can have an inconvenience for only a week or a week and a half. So we are trying to make those decisions. Thank you very much for your time and attention, and I would appreciate your patience in this time of construction in East Harwich. Christopher Clark, Town Administrator, thank you.